Hey guys, today we have Neha and she is having total 7.5 years of experience in Java, Spring Boot and microservices. And guys, those who want to give same free mock interview, please fill out the form below in the description. So now let's get started. Hey, hello Neha, how are you?
Yes, hi, I'm good.
Shall we start?
Sure.
Okay, so Neha, can you please introduce yourself and your recent project in brief?
Yes, my name is Neha Kasar. I have 7 years of experience in Java, Spring Boot, and microservices. I have 3 years of experience. So I'm currently working in a fintech domain. So my company is a product-based company. So there, my project is a acquiring switch. In
Mm-hmm.
that, we handle the transactions flow between the POS and PG. And
Okay,
also, I use that ISO 8583 message model to
okay.
validate and passing of the message.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm
Okay,
in
so
that
how you
project.
guys are handling transactions? Are you using any design patterns or any other thing?
No, actually, I'm not using like API gateway we are using
Okay.
at my for the microservices, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, that design pattern only we are using. But for the handling the transactions, we are like we use that at the rate transactional and
Address
also
transactional annotation. Okay. Have you
annotation.
used Saga pattern?
No, actually we are
No.
not using it, but I have an idea about it.
Okay. So let me tell you one situation. Okay. Let's say you are working on an e-commerce application. User place any order. Okay. Payment is deducted. Right. Inventory is also happened. Inventory deduction. Right. But the last steps fail. Sending emails. Okay. So would you use Saga pattern here or not?
Yes, we use the Saga pattern. So there are two types of Saga pattern here, right? So
Mm-hmm.
choreography and that is orchestration. So
Okay.
in
So what
choreography,
what's the role of Saga pattern here?
O-loop, O-loop Saga pattern.
Role, yes.
Role,
I mean, in this
no idea.
situation, whatever. Okay, so basically, like Saga pattern reverse the transactions, right?
Yes, yes.
Let's say user
Um,
place an order, payment is deducted, and inventory is also deducted. Now sending emails, this service is failing. So now what Saga pattern will do is it will reverse payment, it will reverse the inventory deduction. Okay, but don't
yes.
you think like it's a heavy? We are aggressively reverting this because of just sending emails. We can send
Mhm.
emails later. We can use retries and all. Uh, do you really
Right.
think we must use here Saga pattern?
Oh no, but if email get fails, we don't have to use it. But if the inventory get failed or if the that
Payment
order
is
gets
fail.
fails,
Hmm.
then we have to use it.
Correct,
But for
correct.
the email, we don't need to use it.
That's correct. We can use retries and all, right? We have multiple
Yes, yeah.
mechanism. Correct. Okay, so moving ahead. So basically a transactional annotated method calls a private helper in the same class that is also annotated with transactional annotation requires underscore new. Okay, the new transaction never starts. So I just want to know why. And also tell
So
me
as
two ways to at least two ways to make it actually work.
okay, so as we have the transactional at the class level and at the method level also, you are asking.
Hmm. Okay, so let me
So
repeat
as
the question. A transactional method calls a private helper. There is a method that is annotated with transactional annotation. Okay, that calls a private helper in the same class. Means that method is calling a private method or private helper in the same class. That private method is also annotated with transactional annotation with requires underscore new. Okay, so the new transaction never starts.
okay, because that means a transactional is using that proxy based uh, AOP that time. So that's why it doesn't start.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that is correct.
That
And
is
let
means there are the means in the transactional we have to mention that propagations also. So
Mhm.
we have to use that new request new
Okay.
propagation. So
Mhm.
it will help to
Yep, yep.
resolve it.
Yeah, that is correct. Let me complete your answer. So basically, Spring transactions are implemented using AOP proxies, as you told. When a method is called from outside the bean, the call goes through the proxy, which applied transaction behavior. Okay. And when a method inside the same class calls another method in that class, the call bypass the proxy entirely. This is known as cell invocation. Since the proxy is skipped, Spring never sees the requires underscore new annotation and therefore never creates a new transaction.
Right.
Okay, we have two solutions for this. We can move the method into another Spring managed bean and call that bean, or we can inject the proxied bean into itself and invoke the method through the proxy.
Okay.
Okay. Hey guys, I want to share something important with you. Actually, Neha prepared from our interview preparation kit and cracked multiple interviews. We have also referred her to the multiple companies. So, guys, let me tell you, this interview preparation kit has four main parts. First is complete interview preparation material. It is a step-by-step material made by me, experts, and MNC interviewers. 99% of the questions asked in interviews are covered in it. Second is two real enterprise client projects. Code and video recorded sessions are there and you can add this in your resume. Third is lifetime chat support. Here you can ask your doubts anytime, any day. Okay. Fourth is referral support. Here we help you to get referred to the top MNCs. So basically, the material is organized as per your experience level and covers Java, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data, JPA, microservices, Kafka, Maven, Git, coding questions, Stream API, and many more. Okay, you can buy just the complete interview preparation material or the full interview preparation kit with project supports and referrals. I have added the links in the description below. So now moving to our interview. And guys, before moving to interview, since Neha is here, so we can ask for a feedback. So Neha, can you please share?
Hello. Yes, it is very helpful to get a right path. Like I'm already giving the interview, so as I go through that kit, so
Mhm.
it is very helpful me to get prepared very confidently.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Okay. So let's say your Spring Boot service has a 30-second startup time that's failing Kubernetes during
Hmm.
deployments and also causing crash loops. Okay. So you just have to walk me through diagnosing and fixing this.
Uh, Actually, I'm not. I haven't used that Kubernetes
Okay,
uh,
just forget
platform.
about Kubernetes. Just then let me ask you a general question. Your Spring Boot application is taking a lot of time. It's taking 30
Mhm.
seconds or more than 30 seconds to start up. So what would you do?
So to optimize that, to start up, it is taking the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I will check that logs like at the time of the so we are using the that actuator at the Spring Boot. So
Okay.
in that I will check the health of that our APIs
Mm-hmm.
and in that metric says we have that memory utilization, memory distributed
Mm-hmm.
analyzing we have. So in
Mm-hmm.
that we will check that any memory is get
Yep. Yep.
means
Yep.
more memory get created. So
Mm-hmm.
that so we will optimize by checking that. So if it is
Mm-hmm.
memory issue, so I will we will resolve the we will increase the memory and we will check it.
Okay. Okay. Yep. That is partially correct. Okay. Let me tell you more issues in this Spring Boot startup things. Okay. There might have heavy bean initialization. Okay.
Okay?
We could use lazy initialization, lazy bean initialization.
Right.
Means whenever we
It's
need it, we just utilize that. Otherwise, don't initialize beans at the startup time. That's the first thing. And we can also
okay.
check the database connections. Are we using any heavy SQL queries? Cannot we? We might have using n+1 query, right? In
Right.
bad way, we can optimize those things, right? Okay, and we can
Yes.
remove caches, right? So we could do multiple steps here. Okay.
Yeah, I mean we use caching over there, right?
Hmm.
So to avoid get a good performance.
Yep, yep. Okay. So Neha, do you know about configuration properties annotation or have you used in your code base ever?
Configuration properties, yes.
Hmm.
So as we have to use many properties, like we have to use two or more than two
Mm-hmm.
properties. So
Mm-hmm.
that time we use that configuration properties in my uh, project. Like for the one, I will use I am using at the rate value, but if two or more than two is there, so I am using that at the rate configuration property.
Got it. Now, let's say a bean reads a value from a configuration properties object, but in production, it's always null while local works fine. Okay. So just tell me what is the issue and how would you resolve this?
Uh, so at means from the configuration properties. Sorry, can you please wait,
Okay. You are
repeat it
using
once?
configuration properties annotation in your project and
Hmm.
uh, a bean reads a value from this. Okay. It's
Hmm.
working fine in the local, but it's returning null in the production. So what could be the issue here?
Hmm. Then as we are using the profiling at the time of the this
Mm-hmm.
profiling, so
Mm-hmm.
for the production properties, they have not mentioned that value I that. So then it will get the issue. So at the time of the so we have to mention in the production properties also we have to mention that value. If it is not present in that, so we have to mention it.
Yes, yes, that is correct. And also we would check whether the profile activation is correct. Okay, property exists. Okay, environment variables are correctly mapped. Okay,
Yeah, it
correct
has to be
configuration
mapped.
properties is scanning properly. The bean is managed by Spring Boot, Spring well or not. Okay, yep.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let me tell you how you guys are testing your full application nowadays.
Uh, Testing.
Testing
So actually, I'm testing my application I'm using that JUnit
JUnit
for
test
that.
cases. Okay.
Yes. So using
Are you
JUnit
doing any
at
integration
work
tests?
integration test. No, I
Hmm.
haven't used it.
Okay. Are you writing JUnit test cases yourself nowadays?
Yes, we am writing.
Okay. Are you not using any AI tool?
No, means for the that is code reviewing. I'm using that Sonar link. That is that plugin we are using. And using Cloud, I'm generating the code, but for the test cases, I'm not using it.
Okay. You are using Claude, but you are not using Claude to generate unit test cases.
Yes, means recently I'm using that Cloud, so for the test cases, I'm not using it.
Okay. You are using it for business logic, for services.
Yeah,
Okay. Is it a good thing to use Claude for production code changes, but not for non-production code changes? Is JUnit test cases comes under non-production changes, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
for the
Like why?
production. Sorry,
I just want to know the reason behind this.
means actually AI use at a production time we have to use. Uh, we don't have to use AI, but
Okay. So
so
let's say my understanding for AI is, let's say we are working on any feature or on any service files. Okay. Let's say we are using AI for both business logic and for test cases. Test cases are non-production code changes. If we are doing something wrong in test cases, production can go successfully. Agree. But if we are doing something wrong in the service files, production will break. Okay. Let's say AI is doing something wrong in service files and in unit test cases, but we cannot we cannot tolerate failing service files and all. So is it I mean the good practice is to use AI for non-production as can as possible for writing test cases and all, because nobody cares if those test cases are actually failing or will cause any issue, because these are non-production code changes. Okay. And we can use AI for service files for business logic as well. There is no rule, but we have to manually review as well. After the code changes happen or done by AI, we have to manually double check that
Right.
code changes, right? But we don't need to double check for unit test cases, right? Because that's a
Okay.
non-production. Okay.
Yes, yes, right.
Yep. So yep. So
Okay.
moving ahead, do you know what cache you guys are using currently?
Redis we are using.
Redis. How Redis work internally?
So Redis use like uh, as we are it is stored in the key and value pair.
Mm-hmm.
So it will store in the RAM, our primary RAM. So it will
Mm-hmm.
makes like uh, as we are doing any operation, so it will make fast. Like as we are storing the anything in the cache, so it will we will get the that value faster than the database. So
Mm-hmm.
internally it use that single threaded event like
Okay.
so that's why it is faster than the database.
Mm-hmm.
So to yeah,
Okay. Are you working? Are you using threads or multiple threads or any concurrency environment? Okay. So how basically
yes.
threads works internally?
So threads like as we have as we use means as we initialize thread using thread class or runnable
Mm-hmm.
interface. So
Mm-hmm.
as we are as we execute the thread, so it will
Mm-hmm.
managed by the JVM.
Okay.
So when we create the thread, request JV like
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so let's say you are working on any e-commerce application. Okay. Now, I mean, two people are trying to order one same thing, and there is only one item in the inventory.
hmm,
Okay. Now they just start ordering that one item, two people. So how will you prevent this situation? What will happen is this situation?
so two people are selling one item.
No, no, no. Uh, in the inventory, there is only one item. Now, two people are going to purchase that item simultaneously in the same time. They hit the order place button at the same time. One is sitting in another city, and another people is sitting in another city.
Same time.
Hmm.
So since there are optimistic locking is there,
Okay.
so we will uh,
Hmm.
use that like means using that. So so optimistic locking we use at the level of database. So we have to use that. Means actually I haven't used it, but
Hmm.
that is the
Mm, yeah, yeah, I can understand.
most
We can
easiest.
use optimistic locking,
Optimistic
pessimistic.
locking.
Okay. And
Optimistic locking is for the I think it is for the query related, and
yep, yep.
optimistic is the version related.
We can lock the database as well. We can use the reentrant logs as well. Do you know about
Okay.
reentrant logs?
So,
Okay. Uh, can volatile keywords solve the concurrency issues?
actually, volatile keywords what do like as we use volatile keyword to any of the variables.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, as that is used in the one thread, that variable is used in update in one thread, so it will get updated value in the second thread. So this is what volatile keywords is used. So yeah, means it will solve that issue
Mm-hmm.
because if that one person is purchased that, so it will get updated to the that second person that is already updated.
Okay, got it. Let's say you are working on any feature. Okay. Now your manager or your team lead or any lead person saying to release this feature for 5% users only. So how would you do that?
Release, sorry, release
Release
what?
feature for 5% users only.
Okay, so feature, no, sorry.
Okay. Um, no worries. It's a very simple thing. Let's say we will be having user ID. Okay, we can convert our user ID to a numeric ID or hashing. We can do hashing and all. Okay, then we can use modulo. So after combining these things, we could roll back for uh, a few percentage of users. Okay. Okay. Moving ahead. Oh, can you explain Spring Boot auto configuration end to end?
Auto configuration, yes. So in the auto configuration, we have to write. So in the form XML, we have dependencies. So
Mm-hmm.
starter dependencies are there, and that is a web starter JPA,
Mm-hmm.
data JPA. So at the auto configuration, it will configure the so Spring will configure the that dependencies automatically. So we get that Tomcat server in embedded Tomcat server, and also we get the database related. We get database connectivity automatically. Like we configure a database automatically. So in the properties file, we have mentioned all the database related data, that is username, password, and database URL. So it will get connected. So
Mm-hmm.
that is the auto configuration will work.
Yep, correct. Have you worked with Spring Data JPA?
Yes.
Annotations like one, many to many.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I have a question. Let's say an entity annotation, okay, with a one to many annotation throws lazy initialization exception in the controller. Okay, you are using an
The
entity
fun.
and with we have added one to many annotation in one of the field, and that's throwing lazy initialization exception in the controller, but not in the service. Okay, your teammate fixes it with fetch type dot eager. He or she added fetch
Good.
type dot eager and it fixed. But my question is, why is that a bad fix? It's a bad fix. We know like fetch type dot eager is a bad fix for this solution. I just want to know why it is a bad and what are the right alternatives.
Okay, so at the time of the controller, it will get fixed, right?
Hmm.
Um, so actually, we have to fix using that join. So we have to make a query using join instead of
Correct.
using that. So we
That's
will
the first
join that
thing.
table. Yes, means we have to use the join
Mm-hmm.
to that two tables, and we will get the answer instead of using that egg or
Mm-hmm.
page type.
Correct. Correct.
That is also one n plus one problem it indicates that is so
Mm-hmm. Yep.
for that.
We can also use entity graphs.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually
Okay.
on
Let me brief you this problem and solution.
join page.
Basically, a lazy initialization exception occurs when the Hibernate tries to load a lazy association after the persistence
Hmm.
context has already been closed. This commonly happens when entities are returned from the service layer and exist later in the controller. Okay, changing the relationship to fetch type.eager is usually a bad fix because it forces Hibernate to load the association every time,
Oh,
even when it is not needed. Okay, this increase memory consumption, query execution time, and can create n plus one query problems. Okay, so the best way is
right.
to use fetch joins, and then we can also use entity graphs as well.
Join page. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Um, moving ahead. Okay, so do you know about cascading?
Cascading, yeah, at the time of the deleting, we are using like
Mhm.
as time of the delete. So it is
We have
parent
cascade type
child.
dot remove dot all and multiples, you know.
Uh, yes, means as it is for the parent and child we manage the.
Hmm.
So
Yep, yep.
actually, I'm not that uh, confident for this.
Yeah, that's
Like
fine. Okay, so can you tell me about design patterns, or have you used any design pattern yet?
this design pattern for the Spring Boot or it is for the microservices.
For Spring Boot, for microservices, for Java, anywhere, any design
Yes,
pattern.
means singleton and factory design pattern are used for
Where
the
where you have
Spring.
used singleton design pattern?
As a uh, as only I have to create only one.
One what?
So I'm using that @AutoWare. So that time I create only one instance of that like
Okay.
email.
Mm-hmm.
So that time I used in the at the time of the service, as I'm calling it in the service.
If you want to
And
use.
factory design pattern like so as we have many interface like it is for
Mhm.
the like payment. So I have UPI methods. I have that is debit card. I have
Okay.
um,
Okay. So among the
so that
in the
time.
singleton design pattern, what's the best way to implement singleton design pattern?
So best way is to use see using that is enum using enum also we are doing
Why enum is the best way?
uh, no idea about it, but
Okay.
enums we are using for the
Enums are thread
singleton.
safe by default.
Yeah, it
JVM
is
makes
state safe.
enum thread safe.
Added
So
synchronize. Yeah, using added synchronize. That is synchronization also using
mhm.
lock. Using that synchronized lock also we will create that.
Yep, yep. Okay. Moving ahead. Um, okay. So like let's say if you are writing APIs, REST APIs, okay, um, you just forgot to return the data object with response entity. You just forgot to add the response entity there in the API. You are just returning direct object response. Okay. So is this a issue, or like I just want to know about this situation. What will happen?
So we are using only request param for the sorry.
No, no.
Can
Let's say
you please repeat?
you are working on a REST API that is fetching orders and
Mhm.
returning to the UI. Okay, but we just generally return the orders and return the response, final response, inside the response entity. We just return the response entity, right? But here we are not using any response entity. We are just directly returning the response object. So is this a good idea or what?
No, means if we are directly returning the response, so if it is we are getting the null response or anything, empty response, so we have to handle at the front end. But as we
Response
use
is
the
there.
response,
That is guaranteed. Response is guaranteed. There would be no null or no exception at all.
Yeah, but as we give the response entity as an object, so we get the all the details like it is a success or not. We get the response
Status
status,
codes,
we status code we get, and
headers.
message we are giving there. So what error we are
Hmm.
getting also we are showing.
Correct,
So
correct.
so that will be very good to understand what is it is
Hmm.
get success or it is get failed.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Neha, it's done from my end. And yes, it was a very, very nice interview.